One night, a family decided to take some late night photos in an old cemetery, just for fun. They had no idea what they were about to capture. In the dim light, they posed for a picture, just 3 of them, 2 women and a man. But when the photo was developed, something was wrong. A 4th figure had appeared. A grey, shadowy figure caught mid-step, looking nothing like the others. The family swore no one else had been there, and just like everyone else, they were left confused and unsettled by what they had seen. A family on vacation in Savannah, Georgia, decided to visit a Civil War graveyard. As one of them films across the cemetery, he captures something truly unexplainable.
Here it is. Jesse, that's the one we had to...
Over here, Jess. Well, we have hold on.
A small, pale figure appears, darting down the path. Then, impossibly, it leaps into a tree, only to jump out again and vanish behind a gravestone. Stunned, the man stops filming, unable to believe what he just witnessed. Experts have analyzed the footage and found no signs of editing. So, who or what did he record that day? Reddit user RT Lance was exploring Mercer Cemetery in Utah, a well-known paranormal hotspot, when they captured something eerie on camera. While taking multiple photos, one stood out. The image appears to show a hand near a famous little girl's grave. Strangely, the anomaly in the background went unnoticed until the next day. Mercer Cemetery has long been associated with ghostly encounters, making this discovery even more unsettling. Paranormal enthusiasts believe such apparitions could be spirits tied to the location. Some even claim to see a little girl in the right corner behind the fence, but I can't quite make it out. Do you see anything? A man was visiting the grave of the late rapper XXXTentacion late one night, filming his visit. When he posted the video online, it quickly went viral because viewers noticed something eerie. A face appeared behind the glass, more specifically, the face of XXXTentacion. The man returned to the grave to verify the footage, as many suspected it had been staged.
Yes, I had to come back and do this for you guys. But I was standing right here. I was going up. Now here's the thing. My camera is pointing down, okay? Which means it was right, was it right here, I believe? It could have been right here, but I think it's right here. It's way back there. So I want you guys, I know it's kind of like the glass is a little dirty, but do you see, like I do see pictures of him. I see paintings in there. But do you see anything that looks exactly like that one photo?
If it were just a photo, why would someone put a photo right in front of the glass? And why was it moved when the man returned? Could it be the rapper's ghost after all? A woman visited a graveyard using an app to communicate with spirits. As she approached the burial grounds near the pine forest, the app suddenly warned her to stay away.
We'll have to manage.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. Oh, okay. Why?
In danger.
Oh my god. Okay. I could be in danger? Okay, this is not fun. Okay, so don't go there, in danger. And what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go anyway. Maybe I should watch where I'm walking. Oh, I'm a bit nervous now. Okay, I'm a bit nervous. Okay, why can't I go there?
Run away.
Jesus! Run away.
A chill ran down her spine as she hesitated, unsure whether to move forward or to turn back. Eventually, she decided to leave. Later, she posted the video on TikTok where commenters noticed movement in the trees. Just for a second, a small white head peeked out, then vanished. Was a ghost trying to warn her about whatever was lurking there? A man was returning home from work late at night when he had to pass through a cemetery. At first, he thought a group of people had gathered there for some reason, but as he got closer, he noticed they were carrying something. An old-fashioned plannikin, the kind no one uses anymore. It was midnight, and the group moved in an eerily slow, deliberate manner. They didn't seem to notice him at all, despite his bright headlights illuminating the area. Something was off, terribly off. To this day, he wonders what it was that he truly saw that night. A group of teenagers in Mexico set out to test their courage by spending the night in a notorious cemetery. Drawn to a grave known for mysterious occurrences, they decided to hold a seance, eager to experience the unknown. As they prepared for the ritual, something terrifying happened. An object inside the grave moved on its own, defying all logic. Fear gripped them instantly. What had started as a reckless stare quickly turned into a chilling encounter, leaving them shaken and questioning everything they thought they knew. In a quiet cemetery in York, Maine, there's an old legend about Mary, the White Witch, buried there in 1776. Locals say her ghost still roams the grounds, and children at a nearby playground have even claimed an unseen woman pushes them on the swings. One eerie recording shows a mourner kneeling by her grave. As the camera rolls, something strange happens. It seems like a ghostly figure reaches out toward the grieving man, as if trying to offer comfort. The clip has left many wondering if Mary's spirit is still present. This man was exploring a cemetery in broad daylight with his dog when his pet suddenly started acting strangely. The dog tensed up, growling and staring intently in a specific direction within the cemetery, even though no one was around at the time. The owner explained that his dog usually didn't behave this way and was certain it had seen something he couldn't. Was this another case of trusting your dog's senses? A YouTube channel, Meet the Vloggers, set out to explore a haunted cemetery in the UK.
We've just come into the haunted cemetery and we're going to have a look around. It feels really eerie, like really starting to get dark a lot as well. We're staying here, we're doing exploring, man. This girl doesn't understand what exploring means.
As they squeezed through a tight entrance, a wave of negative energy washed over them.
I'm really not. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Suddenly, Layla panicked, insisting she saw something ahead, but the camera revealed only an empty path.
This is so creepy. Come on, man. No, I'm actually bugging. There's a guy behind her.
Moments later, a silent, unknown figure emerged. It wasn't a visitor, and it definitely wasn't security. Whoever it was had no reason to be there at night. As they walked away from the cemetery, eerie sounds echoed behind them.
What is that? No. Lucy, what? Lucy.
Nearby, a candlelit vigil flickered in the darkness. It might have held answers to their strange encounter, but they didn't dare check. While exploring Lakeview Cemetery in Boole, Minnesota, this woman captured something strange. A figure appears to be sitting on a grave. Skeptics in the comments argue that it's just a cat, with poor image quality creating the illusion of something supernatural. However, the uploader insists she didn't see any animals at the cemetery that day. Was this just an animal, or is there more to this eerie sighting? An explorer ventured into an abandoned building at a cemetery and discovered something beyond belief.
I don't know if I should say anything just yet, but look. I'm just kidding. It's not real. Working on a location, but this actually had me fooled for a second. It looks so hyper realistic. I figured you guys would like this, but yeah, wish me luck.
As he made his way through the desolate place, he stumbled upon a half-open coffin, with what appeared to be a freshly deceased body inside. His heart raced as he drew closer, only to realize it was just an elaborate prank. Someone had staged the scene to scare trespassers, and it clearly worked. During a ghost tour at St. Mark's Cemetery in Picton on January 9th, 2010, Renee English, a self-proclaimed skeptic, captured a chilling photograph. The image appeared to show two ghostly children who hadn't been present during the tour. Local legend identifies the figures as David Shaw and Blanche Moon, who died decades apart. Blanche in an 1886 accident, and David from polio in 1946. Their spirits are said to haunt the cemetery, making it one of Australia's most haunted towns. Stacy from Misguided Road Trips and Patty from G Team Paranormal took a trip to a secluded graveyard deep in the Georgia woods. Soon, they realized they weren't alone.
Stacy. Stacy. There's a light over there. I don't know if y'all see that. Stacy, I see eyeballs. I don't think that's a light. I think what I just saw was eyeballs right over there. Oh my God.
A strange light or pair of eyes glowed in the darkness. Despite this, the two continued deeper into the forest. Suddenly, they spot this.
This is really scary, guys. I don't get scared very often. What the hell is that? What is that? There's just something right there. What is that? I don't know. Figure, am I f***ing seeing things?
It's me.
Stacy, am I f***ing seeing things? What is that?
A strange figure standing eerily still near a low cemetery wall. Fear gripped them, but before they could leave, something yanked Stacy's shirt.
Stacy, what the f*** was that?
What? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You f***ing scared the out of me! Oh my God! Sorry. Oh my God. Did something touch you? Yes, something touched me. It's like it tagged on my shirt, pulling me back. There's something over there, Stacy. Oh my God. I want to leave. I want to go too. Oh my God. Oh my God. What the just pushed me down? Stacy. I don't know. Stacy, something just pushed me down.
Moments later, Patty was shoved to the ground. Panicked, they fled. The question remains, who or what was out there that night? An aunt was taking her little niece to visit her mother's grave when something interesting happened.
What are you waving at, Leigh?
Bye, Kate. Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, look at that.
The girl stepped up to the grave, then tilted her head as if reaching for a kiss. Then she pointed and softly said goodbye one last time. She left without a second thought, as though nothing unusual had happened. The aunt stood there, quietly wondering if the girl had truly seen her mother or if it was simply her imagination. Either way, she was deeply touched by the beauty of the moment. This man took a photo at a cemetery, and to his shock, he captured something creepy. The image reveals a dark figure that to him resembles the Grim Reaper. Seeking answers, he brightened the photo to reveal more details, but the figure remained unidentifiable. He even shared another photo taken of the same spot that day. This time, it was gone. Whether paranormal or not, the true identity of the figure remains a mystery. In China, some cemeteries are unlike any other, where the dead don't rest beneath the soil, but beneath glass. Here, bodies slowly transform before the eyes of visitors, flesh giving way to bone in a stark, almost surreal display. Thousands of skeletons lie exposed, a haunting yet strangely captivating sight. Families come daily, watching their loved ones gradually return to the earth. It's a tradition that blends remembrance with an unfiltered acceptance of mortality, closing the gap between the living and the dead. A young man visited a graveyard to pay respects to a deceased relative when a strange sound lured him away. Holding his camera, he followed the eerie noise down a narrow corridor, only to find himself at a dead end beside a massive mausoleum.
Y bueno, pues es un panteón relativamente nuevo, tiene alrededor de 30 años funcionando. Sí se ve algo tenebroso, pero pues supongo que así son todos los ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué es eso? Es un niño. Niño. Niño, ¿quién eres? Niño. ¿Qué diablos hace aquí un niño? ¿Quién eres, niño? ¿Qué pedo? Niño. Manche. Oh, man.
Peering through his lens, he captured something unsettling. A child standing there, silent and motionless. Shocked, he returned later to investigate, but the child had vanished. But there was no way out. The supposed door was nothing more than a sealed glass panel. It was only later, while reviewing the footage, that he noticed something even more disturbing. A faint, sorrowful crying echoing through the recording. Reddit user Odin's Raven, a cemetery groundskeeper, shared a mysterious discovery. A fellow employee found an unusual object on the far western edge of the burial grounds, positioned directly west and emitting a distinct smell of decomposition. While some colleagues felt uneasy, Odin's Raven believed the object held spiritual significance and should be left undisturbed. One Reddit user mentioned the following: one of the permanent residents of the graveyard did something horrible to a person. Inside the sock is likely a bird's heart and liver along with feces. The sock belonged to the person concerned. 2 knives, one used for the killing of the bird, one used for the pinning of the soul. Both stabbed through the person's sock into a tree, one to bind them to the graveyard, one to sever their ties with the passing of the soul. So the basic answer is a curse to bind them to the earth and be tormented in the grave, stopping their soul from passing over to the afterlife. Could this Reddit user be right? This next video begins with a shot of a tombstone bearing the name of Maria Melgar, with a cross made of punched out holes, leaving the cameraman and his friend wondering what once belonged there. As the camera pulls back, he gestures toward a spot in the distance, saying that's where his brother's grave is. But then they notice something standing in front of it. Zooming in, they spot a tall, slender figure dressed in a suit, seemingly faceless. What happened next remains a mystery. Jim Morrison's grave at Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris has long drawn music fans from around the world. During a visit, Meisner posed for a photo, which seemed ordinary at the time. 5 years later, when he looked at it again, he noticed a shadowy figure on the steps in the background. The image quickly gained attention online, with many speculating it was Morrison himself. Skeptical, Meisner consulted photography experts, who confirmed the picture was authentic and untouched. They ruled out any tricks of light or exposure flaws. Yet the figure's identity remains a mystery. Between the late 1960s and early 1970s, a strange photo was taken in London's Highgate Cemetery. It showed a dark, robed figure, believed by some to be the king vampire of the undead. By 1970, panic grew as more people claimed to see it. On Friday the 13th of March, Sean Manchester and David Farrant set out to hunt it down. The media fueled the frenzy, and within hours, a mob stormed the cemetery. Manchester claimed he entered a tomb, opened coffins, and placed garlic and holy water inside. Months later, a charred, headless body was found nearby. Farrant was arrested with a stake. Manchester later said he finally destroyed the vampire, but eerie sightings still haunt Highgate. Amy Pendleton from New Hampshire believes she captured something eerie at Gilson Cemetery in Nashua, a place shrouded in ghostly folklore. In a TikTok video, a 360-degree view near the graveyard reveals a strange, shadowy figure. Some dismiss it as a blurred passerby, while Pendleton wonders, could it be a ghostly presence or just a trick of the eye? Gilson Cemetery has long been tied to chilling legends. Whispers of a woman in white, a wandering baby, and now perhaps something more. A person with a fascination for graveyards was casually filming an old cemetery when they unknowingly captured something eerie. A shadowy figure emerged briefly from behind a wall, taking a few steps into view before vanishing. At the time, the person didn't notice anything unusual. It was only later, while reviewing the footage, that they spotted a mysterious presence lurking in the background. In the early 1940s, Mrs. Andrews visited her daughter's grave in a Queensland, Australia cemetery and took a mysterious photograph. But when the image was developed, it revealed something unexpected: a translucent infant sitting beside a nearby grave. Mrs. Andrews was certain she did not recognize the child. Paranormal investigators later discovered the graves of 2 infant girls nearby, leading some to believe there was a connection. While many see the photo as compelling evidence of the supernatural, skeptics argue that the image appears too detailed to be real, suggesting possible manipulation. However, since the photo was taken long before modern editing techniques existed, that explanation seems unlikely. A young guy allegedly filmed this video at the Universal Cemetery in Barranquilla, Colombia. Over time, it has gained popularity as a classic ghost video on the internet, even making its way onto multiple paranormal TV shows. The question remains, was something supernatural truly caught on camera, or is it just another convincing fabrication? Without much backstory, it's hard to tell. In 2018, a woman visiting a cemetery in Brazil stumbled upon a sinister-looking doll sitting eerily among the graves. As she moved around, she couldn't shake the unsettling feeling that its eyes were following her every move. Curious and unsettled, she took out her camera, hoping to capture the eerie sight and get others' opinions. When she zoomed in for a closer look, she noticed something even more disturbing. The doll had two sharp, vampire-like teeth. Overcome with fear, she hurried away from the cemetery, leaving the eerie figure behind. Back in 1999, an old VHS tape captured something eerie in a cemetery. To the right of two tombstones, a figure in white stood still, almost too clear to be a mere trick of the light. Zooming in revealed surprising details, including the faint outlines of buttons on a shirt and what might have been the shape of a long musket. Now it could have been the gap between two trees, with branches aligning just right to create an illusion. Or perhaps it was a distant cemetery statue, appearing ghostly on the grainy tape. With no high definition back then, it's hard to say for sure. While exploring Guntown Cemetery, a location notorious for its hauntings, this man experienced something chilling.
Yo, I think my thing might have broke.
Yo, what was that? Tell me you heard a little kid.
A little what?
Little kid like...
He heard a distinct little boy's voice right next to him, yet none of his friends reacted. Fortunately, his camera captured the eerie sound, proving it wasn't just in his head. Paranormal enthusiasts speculate this could be the spirit of someone buried there, especially given the cemetery's ghostly reputation. Skeptics, however, argue it could have been the audio interference or a natural sound misinterpreted in the moment.
Yo, I think my thing might have broke.
Yo, what was that?
So, did he truly capture the voice of a ghostly child, or is there a logical explanation for this eerie encounter? A Reddit post by iltifat_Yusuf showed Tesla's collision avoidance system detecting an invisible man at a cemetery. Users joked that Tesla might be the ultimate ghost hunting tool, referencing horror tropes and paranormal TV shows. While unsettling at first glance, this phenomenon is likely just a glitch. But why do these glitches seem to happen most often near cemeteries? A group of British ghost hunters roamed Wilneys graveyard late at night, searching for paranormal evidence. As they moved through the eerie silence, a flashlight beam swept across two tombstones.
What the fuck was that?
For a split second, a tall, shadowy figure appeared. The man holding the light froze, trying to make sense of what he saw. There were no walls or objects nearby that could have cast such a shadow, yet it was there, dark, distinct, and gone in an instant. Was it just a trick of the light, or something more? Reddit user Cody_PalmRay1926 shared intriguing discoveries from a cemetery, hinting at spiritual or religious rituals. The first photo, taken in April 2024, was found near the entrance, while the second, from February 2024, was located deep in the back row. Commenters noted that the offering, hard-boiled eggs, eggplants, palm oil, and exactly 9 pennies appear to be a tribute to Oya, a powerful deity in the Lukumi or Santeria religion, rooted in Yoruba and Cuban traditions. Oya is believed to guard cemetery gates, and her sacred number is 9, aligning with the number of pennies left behind. Such offerings are common in Afro-Caribbean spiritual practices, symbolizing protection, transformation, and reverence for the dead. In 1991, a chilling photo was taken at the infamous Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois, a place notorious for its ghostly activity. Captured by Marie Half of the Ghost Research Society during a paranormal investigation, the image shows a translucent woman sitting on a stone bench. Half used a high-speed infrared camera, ensuring no one else was present, yet the developed photo revealed a woman in old-fashioned clothing. The image remains one of the most famous pieces of paranormal evidence. A mother and her young son were visiting a cemetery when something eerie happened.
It's so fast.
It's spinning fast, eh? Beautiful, Mom.
Mom,
What, Mama?
I saw someone in the tree. The white thing in the tree.
The white thing in the tree?
Yes, that one.
There's a white thing in the tree?
Yeah.
Where?
Oh, you know.
I don't know.
I think it's old man.
There's an old man in the tree?
Yes.
Down over there?
Yes, he's just walking.
Where is he walking?
I don't know.
Is he over there walking, Mum?
No.
But there's a man in the tree.
Yes.
Oh.
I should have seen one.
You saw him in the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's not cool, Mom.
Oh, it's not cool.
Yeah.
What did he look like?
I don't know. So strange.
He looked strange.
While they were exploring, the boy suddenly pointed into the distance and said he saw a man hanging from a tree. Disturbed and cautious, she posted the video online to see what others thought. Many viewers commented that the boy seemed genuinely convinced, not just making up a story, and the mother agreed, believing her son truly saw something. This person was exploring a cemetery late at night when they heard strange noises and saw this. Someone or something was digging up a grave. The figure appeared to have very long limbs scratching at the dirt. Maybe it's just a trick of the light, but what could be going on here? Even if it is just a person, why would they be there in the dead of night? During a live news segment from Greenridge Cemetery in Saratoga County, reporter Sam Hessler was covering the eerie twilight tours when something unexpected caught viewers' attention. The footage appeared to show a shadowy figure with unexplained movement just behind the reporter. Doesn't that look like a ghost to you? On November 1st, 2016, a group of friends set out to explore an abandoned cemetery hidden deep in the woods. As they wandered through the graveyard, they came across a rusted crowbar and an old, cracked doll, and something about it felt deeply unsettling. Suddenly, strange noises shattered the silence.
That's it. I think I did it. That is it. Yo, did you hear that? Okay, dude, let's get out of here. Okay, yeah. Oh, let's get out. What? Did you see something, bro?
One of them swore they saw movement in the woods, but they couldn't tell what it was. Gripped by fear, they ran, leaving the cemetery behind, never able to explain what they thought they had seen. This eerie photo, previously shared on my channel, was originally discovered by YouTuber The Hidden Underbelly 2.0 while exploring Google Street View, captured on the grounds of Martha Chapel Cemetery in Huntsville, Texas. At first, the most talked about detail was a childlike ghostly figure peeking out from behind a tree, something we've already discussed. What's even more unsettling is the background. A darker, shadowy figure resembling the Grim Reaper can also be seen lurking nearby. While some argue that the shadowy shape is just a trick of the light, the child's face is much harder to explain. And you can't deny something is very off about this place. Helen Brookshaw, who lives next to an old graveyard, captured something terrifying on her home security camera. She spotted 3 ghostly figures moving in synchronized motion near the graves. Many who watched the clip speculated about its authenticity. Could these be spirits lingering near their final resting place, or was it all just clever editing? In August 2024, YouTuber Franco embarked on a solo backpacking trip to visit a remote cemetery hidden deep in the mountains of Peru. Locals warned him not to go, not just because of the extreme poverty, but also due to the area's dark history. The cemetery had suffered devastating earthquake damage, exposing graves and leaving human remains scattered across the site. As he arrived in the nearby town, he was immediately approached by locals asking for food and money. Some even began following him, making him feel uneasy. To avoid attracting more attention, he decided not to film. But when Franco finally reached the cemetery, he realized that natural disasters weren't the only cause of the destruction.
Oh look, you could already see bones. See it? Right here. That one's sticking out. See the arm? I'm gonna go ahead and zoom. But you could see the arm sticking out. Like he was trying to come out or something. Oh, that's terrifying. I don't know, this doesn't look like the work.
He found shattered tombstones and open caskets. But the most disturbing sight was yet to come.
Look at this. This doesn't look like the work of an earthquake. Oh, okay. So, bodies will be seen here. So, this is the bodies, just letting you know. But look at this. They pulled the caskets out. These are desecrations. This is not done by an earthquake. Look at this. Those are the top of a skull here. And this is... They probably were stealing the bones. But that's a baby skull right here. Look at the spinal cord. This right here is literally the entire body of an infant. You could even see the nightgown that's right around here. And I see hair. So this is probably somewhat recent. Not recent enough, but pretty recent. So right in here you could see the hair from the child. And this is the clothing. I think these were the legs. I don't know why they did this. This is beyond me right now. This actually might be one of the craziest areas of the cemetery. I was told that this was an earthquake and all the tombs opened up. This is actually something a lot darker than that.
Infant graves with mummified remains still dressed in burial clothing. Even worse, many skulls were missing, likely stolen by grave robbers searching for gold teeth. As Franco explored further, an even more chilling reality emerged. Signs of rituals were scattered across the site, symbols marked on graves, melted candle wax near burial sites, and strands of human hair left behind. Some remains had even been burned. Whether for theft or ritualistic practices, one things were clear. These graves had been disturbed by more than just time. Shaken by what he had witnessed, Franco was relieved to finally leave the cemetery. Have you ever seen a place like this? An explorer was walking through a military base when he stumbled upon 2 caskets.
So I found 2 caskets. This one and then this one over here. But I know you guys like it when I open it. Seeing what I can find. Oh, this one kind of stinks a little bit. I don't know if this was used, but it does have a faint smell.
Curious yet uneasy, he decided to open them and examine their contents. The first one had a faint odor, though it was unclear if it had ever been used. Then he opened the second casket.
And then this is another one. This one has a plexiglass, so that way all the smells on the inside doesn't stink. How do I open open this one. Oh. That is pretty creepy.
Inside was a face mask from the movie The Nun. It startled him at first, but soon he couldn't help but laugh. Now, this next video is waiting for you.